Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'll be posting videos on 3D modeling using Blender. Blender is an open source tool and it is available for free. You can download it from blender.org. I will show you the website. So you can download it from here. You can see it is available for both Windows and Mac OS versions. The main reason I started this YouTube channel because there seems to be a lot of enthusiasm growing around designers. I mean design community regarding 3D modeling. But whoever wants to learn this tool might have to start at some point. So let's go to Dribble. I will show you one thing. If you search Blender in Dribble or any design related website, you can see tons of results like this. And most of us would feel very intimidated by looking at these models or complex structures. So we'll keep thinking, how could we learn that? I mean, how could we do that? So don't worry, we could learn basics first and we could go to bigger things next, like getting familiar with Blender interface. So learning basic lighting techniques, you can learn a little every day. So that's what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm going to do. So let's get started with Blender today. So let's make a small chat bubble from this default cube. I will show you how to do it. Let's add a default cube by pressing Shift plus A. Under mesh, you can select default cube. Now we have added a default cube. Now let's scale the cube across x-axis and let's do this in edit mode. You can go to edit mode by simply pressing the tab. Now press S and X and scale it across x-axis. Now scale the cube across y-axis. Press S and Y. Scale it across y-axis like this. That's enough, I think. Now scale the cube across z-axis. Same technique, but instead of Y, we're gonna press Z and scale it across z-axis. Now press A to select everything and press G and Z to move the cube a little bit higher. I think that's enough. Let's add a loop cut across the cube by pressing Ctrl plus R. You can see the loop cut has been added. Now slide it towards the point you want to add the loop cut. Just press left click to confirm the loop cut. Now the loop cut has been added. Now choose face select in edit mode by pressing 3. Let's select the bottom right side face and extrude it along z axis. Select the bottom right side face. Now extrude it along z axis by pressing E, just like that. Now choose edge select by pressing 2 and select the far right edge. Press G and move the edge like this. Now select the edge and right click on it. Select dissolve edge to dissolve it. Now we got a new face. Select the bottom edge and move it little bit down. Go to toggle X-ray mode. Now go to toggle X-ray mode. Now select all loop cut edges. Press G and move them on X-axis like this. Just like that. Now view it from different directions and check whether everything looks good or not. I think it is looking fine. Now select this edge and dissolve it. Let's do the same for other edge also. Dissolve it. Now press A to select all edges and press Ctrl B to apply bevel effect. In bevel menu, you can increase the segments. You can see the segments are increasing on the cube. I want the corners to have a rounded look. I mean rounded corners. Let's increase the width also. Let's increase the width also. Now it is looking fine. Let's switch back to object mode again. Now select the cube and apply subdivision modifier by pressing Ctrl plus 5. You can see the cube has a nice smooth effect on its surface. Now it is looking shiny and smooth. Now select the cursor and place it on the cube and add a cube. Scale it by pressing S. Go to edit mode. Now go to edit mode and enable toggle X-ray mode. Select far right edges and press G to move them on X-axis like this. Now duplicate the cube and move it little bit down along Z-axis. Select far right edges and move them along X-axis like this. Now select both cubes and apply bevel modifier by pressing Ctrl B. Press Ctrl B to apply bevel modifier. Select both cubes and move them along y-axis like this. Now press Shift plus S and move the cursor to old origin and add a plane. Now we have added a plane. Let's go to camera settings and change the camera type to orthographic. Let's change the orthographic scale to 9 or 10. I think let's change the resolution to 1080 across x-axis. Let's go to camera settings and shift the camera across y-axis like this. Let's increase plane a little bit. Let's apply material to the cube. Select the cube and go to material section and add new material. Let's change base color. I mean, you can select whatever color you want. I am selecting yellow color. Let's change the viewport to render preview. You can see the rendered look. Let's go to light settings. You can see there are four types of light: point light, sunlight, spotlight, area light. But I prefer sunlight because it looks natural to me. So I prefer sunlight. So I'm gonna select sunlight. Let's change the sun value, I mean sun strength, to 5 or 10, something between 5 to 10, and change the angle to 60. You can see the changes in viewport. Let's select other cubes also. Apply materials, new materials. Change the base color to white, I mean pure white. Now select the plane and apply new material to the plane. Let's change the base color to purple or blue, whatever color you want. I am choosing this color. And select all the cubes we have, and press Ctrl P and set the parent to object. Now set origin of the cube to geometry. Just move it along y-axis a little bit. Like this. Now duplicate the cube and rotate it along z-axis by pressing R and Z and 180. Let's change the materials of the duplicated cube. Select duplicate cube and change the material. Let's change the base color to white. Select both and rotate it. Rotate them along z-axis first, then rotate them along with x-axis later, like this. Now let's go to render settings and check ambient occlusion. Check bloom effect also. Reduce the radius. Let's check the render result. Go to render and render image. You can see this is the final output of the render. You can zoom in and zoom back. Let's change the plane color a little bit. Now select the plane and change the material base color and render it again. So now you can see this is the final output of our rendered image. If you want, you can experiment little bit with colors however you want. If you like this one, please subscribe to my channel because I'll be posting more videos on Blender. I really hope this one helped you to get a start on Blender. I think that's it, I guess. So I'll see you later in the next video.